Hey everyone, we are back and better than ever because we have a new mic. I'm not using the headphone thing anymore. I'm using a mic, a USB mic that's supposed to be better. So we'll see how it sounds. Um, okay, I've seen a position kind of like this before. My friend Pranav had a game that he published and he played this position. So it seems pretty good. What happens if he takes... Oh, then I could win it back. Um, cool. Okay, so what do we have here? The knight has jumped back. It's threatening this bishop. Should I do anything about that specifically? I kind of like this bishop. Maybe drop it back is probably the safest thing to do. Can also give check. Just block or develop bishop. So let's just drop this back first. Kind of sucks to lose a tempo, but that's okay. Bringing out that queen to threaten. I could do something similar, given that my knight can take with tempo, whereas he has none. So that seems fine. Another thought I'm having is maybe push this pawn, but then this bishop comes out and I'm not so sure the best way to deal with that. Maybe knight jumps out, so then if the pawn pushes, I can take. Maybe that sounds more natural development, because this pawn's gonna have to come up anyways, so that sounds okay for now. Yeah, let's do it. It's the weak pawn. That's what we're watching out for. I think this is the threat, but I think knight jumps up. Should be able to stop it and prepare myself for... Okay, he's just going straight for the castle. That makes sense. And now this is not as effective anymore because if I take, they can just take back with the bishop. Now I kind of wish I did play the queen move earlier. I think that would be a little bit more forcing. But that was earlier. Another idea could be to try to hit the queen with tempo and block the pawn from advancing. But yeah, offering this now seems not so bad. Let's do that. Let's actually do the queen. If takes, obviously takes back with the knight. Does not want to do the trade. That's pretty interesting. Huh. I thought I had a fork for a second, but not quite, because the king still does defend that square. And eventually the rook will defend that square too, I think. If this bishop ever moves, then I could go in for that pawn. But for now, it seems like develop is probably the best move. Maybe here, then here. To try to weaken that square. And then would I want to castle into that, or would I maybe actually want to develop this bishop and then castle this way, given the queen is on that side? Seems reasonable. Okay, let's do it. Let's actually castle queen side. Let's castle long. Or prepare to castle long. Gotta watch that square too. That square is a little weak. I think he'll just castle here. Oh, he goes for the develop. Which makes sense. Maybe he's trying to land himself in there at some point. I'm just going to play it safe and castle first. I think he'll castle shortly after, and then we can start pushing some pawns. Let's castle. Castle's long. Yikes. Fell right into it. Did not see that coming. Not too nice. Ew. Not good. I'm going to lose the exchange here. Can we get counterplay anywhere else? I don't think so. Actually, I think the queen is going down no matter what. So it appears. All right, well, if I have to pull my king out, then queen's coming off the board seems like a good idea. Yeah, I guess going down the exchange, it's nicer to keep a queen, but it's okay. Playing from behind here. Just missed the tactic. So now he's got this open file for his rook, which is actually quite powerful. We gotta finish getting developed. Gotta try to find some weaknesses to go after. It's not the end of the world. I mean, it's an exchange, but that's not the end of the world. Seems reasonable. Though I think that hangs a pawn, so worth grabbing, I guess. Now this pawn is under attack. Might just push it. I'm not really looking for trades if I can avoid it. Okay, there it is. Well, this guy's got to develop. Could push it again. Could go here, then here. Could go here, and then if he pushes, then I go check and then win it. Let's try that. Oh, he could push this. And it's pinned, so it can't go anywhere. Ugh, annoying. Yeah, escaping the pin seems like a top priority right now. Okay, let's do that first. Let's do that first. I guess if he pushed, I could have always just taken. Yeah, maybe developing faster would have been the more ideal aggressive move. This is weak. Yeah, I wonder if, because I can hear my laptop being quite loud right now. I wonder if it gets picked up by the mic. Kind of looking at the equalizer, it does sound like it can hear it. So we'll see. Hopefully the mic is loud and clear. Okay, moves I'm looking at. I'm looking at this to attack this pawn because then it would be double attacked. If this pawn pushes, I could actually go here, give check, and then actually win this pawn. If pushes, I guess I could have taken it, so this would have been a fine move to make on the previous move, but I think getting out of the pin trouble is always good, because like you never know if this is coming. You just don't want to give them that option, those options, you know? So then they can just start forcing. Yeah, took the square I wanted to go to. Pretty smart. I could still go here, and then if pushes. Oh no, that covers this square now. Ugh, annoying. Well, let's just bring in another attacker for this pawn then. Looking for any immediate threats. I think this knight at least covers both these squares, so that's good. Okay, let's just go here. This seems like a good aggressive move against this pawn. Now pushes, this is not as effective. It's like a trade. And then it works. I could also try to kick it. Might be the less yielding way. Maybe he's okay with giving up that bishop, or giving up that pawn just to get more pieces off the board. But after takes, then that's pretty good, I think. The threat right now is this, I think. But a pawn's a pawn, and it's getting me close to equalizing. It's a pretty bad pawn, but still. Don't really know where else this bishop would go. Maybe he's trying to plant this in here. Maybe go after this. Okay, let's grab the pawn. Maybe he gets what he wants, because then after takes, he can hop in here. And I don't really have a good response to that. All right, so what are the threats right now? Mainly this. Mainly that. Seems easily kickbackable. This square is so heavily guarded. Let's say I push. Where are the good squares? He could jump in here. That would be an interesting move. But then he's gonna trap himself. He could kind of wedge himself in here, but I guess that would just trade knights. No, can't really, because I could win. Yeah, I think I'll just push this here, because I don't want to lose it, and I don't see any other way to protect it. Here, I guess takes. Yep. But then what? This is interesting too. Check followed by fork could win back the material. I think it's got to be like takes, then takes, and then I'm guessing he's gonna move one of the rooks after that point. I can't really see any other way, because if I let him take there, then I would vacate that pawn, and then that pawn would have to take. I guess coming here would actually force a tempo. He would have to move, and then I could execute my plan to. I mean, he has to come back here, only square. Oh, fuck, but that's the square. Okay, but I can still kick it. Let's see. Kick. Where's he gonna run? Here, 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 here. Here, probably. No, that's protected, so I think we're good. I think he's just got to run backwards. Cool. And now I think it works. Check followed by fork. Although he could just... Let me think about this. So check has to be that. Then fork. And then this could come here, I guess. Yeah, but they would never be able to protect each other, so he's never going to get both of my pieces for it. All right, let's do it. Check. Now fork. The question is, can I get my knight out after it takes one of those pieces? Maybe this makes sense. Takes... nothing's really coming after me. I can probably get out. And I'm up the 2 pawns too, so then trades look good at that point. Gotta play fast after that. Okay. Just doing a final check. I mean, let's just grab it. So yeah, will I be able to get out? Should probably bring my knight back. Yeah, seems okay to me. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotta go back, I think, to avoid losing this pawn. He wins a pawn back. We're even. Okay, so we're knight rook versus knight rook. I'm up 1 pawn. He's got back rank issues for sure. Let's see if I can sacrifice a pawn to win. Idea is that if he takes here, I take here, and this guy cannot move, otherwise giving up the back rank mate. I think he sees it if he's thinking about it for this long. Could move this like here or here to just protect this pawn. If he does that, I could push this, meaning if he takes, that's a back rank. And then if he just takes here, then I could take, I guess, and then just try to push. He could also just get rid of his back rank issues right now. My king is stuck. Guessing one of these moves, or maybe this. I'm thinking push, because takes would be checkmate. If just takes, then I take and push. Okay, let's do it. Huh. Gotta protect the knight. I guess we should just be aggressive. Sending him to the corner doesn't seem very strong. Do I win? Because this threatens the rook. Otherwise, mate? No. Can come back up here and defend. Yep. Yep, that works. I think it's fine to trade off at this point and just push these two pawns to victory. I don't see how that one knight stops them both. And this other knight will be here to help. Nice blocker. Yeah, can we do this? Push this pawn. Might get there in time, actually. I feel like this is one of those endgames where I'm just gonna... Oh! Yikes. Well, if he wants to get my knight, he can do that. No, but then he has check. Let's see. Maybe he just gives it up and goes after the pawn. That makes sense. Okay. Oh. Let's see. If he pushes, I can take. If he goes, I can grab this pawn. He's got to run with this knight, I guess. Sounds about right. Go after that pawn. I think he can repeat. He can bring the knight back. And then let's try repeating again. Let's try pushing. What happens if I take? Maybe push again. Now maybe repeat again. Good check. We have check here and we have check here. Thinking he wants to come here. Yep. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of in the check zone right now. I don't know. Check. Takes. Probably even. Okay, if I go here, then where do I go? I'm afraid now. Oh, yeah, I can do this. Take. Oh, does this work? If takes, then takes. It's definitely not that, so. Am I gonna get it? I think, oh yeah. I think I got the zugzwang. I win! I win! Yes! Man, endgames are so hard. I do not know how to play them, but I got lucky this time, and I came back from a sad-looking loss. But whew, I can't believe I found that move. Like the pawn push. Yeah, good game, osama633. Good game, osama633. Yeah, this one right here, I was thinking for so long because I was just thinking knight moves the entire time. This guy was threatened, and then I finally realized, oh, that's what's changed. If I push, then this... So, brilliancy by me. That ended up saving the game. Grab, 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 and then we got it. And then here, oh man, yeah. The zugzwang just worked out. I was just in position. Because if they were able to just pause, I think... Let's say if they didn't have to make a move. And I went here. They went here. Yeah, even after I take, if they come here, it works. So... Wow. Good game. Osama. Interesting. I was 1650, but I gained more rating, and they were 1610, but I gained more rating than they lost. Shouldn't it be... Yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what happened. Let's do a quick review. Ooh, long game. Okay. This position, jumps back, saves the bishop. Yeah, I kind of wish I had just played this to start out because I think this is more interesting, where if the queen takes, I can just develop the knight. If they don't take, then I can kind of mess up their structure. Though they could have just played this, so I don't think it makes that much of a difference. So maybe it doesn't matter. Does not want to trade, which is kind of interesting. I develop. Castle long. Oh, yeah. So by castling long, I didn't realize that by castling long. Couldn't even visualize where my rook would be. But I basically gave up the fork. Maybe they anticipated that I might try to castle long. So, oh, there's the skewer, basically. So I escape the skewer. Takes. Yeah, at this point I was like, oh, if my king has to come to the middle, I don't want my queen. I don't want queens on the board. I generally play worse with queens on the board anyways, which is a weakness I have to work on. But at this point, he castles long. So there's my first repawn. Going after my second pawn. Okay, break the pin here. Bring the knight in to try to go after the pawn. Brings in the other knight. But I'm like, okay, well, I can win the pawn, so might as well just grab the pawn. But then... yeah. So basically, we just trade off some more pieces. I got the pawn, and then I wanted to go for this tactic here. King's gonna move, and then go for the fork, but this knight is blocking that spot, so I kick the knight to remove it from that spot. Then I go with my plan to get the fork. These rooks can't protect each other and threaten a piece at the same time. So even though my bishop is threatened, I still can get the exchange by just losing the bishop. I think he goes, maybe prepares to try to trap me, but I don't think one rook by itself can trap a knight unless there's some significant pawn help. But yeah, in this case, I just didn't want my knight to just be relegated to the corner the entire time. So I drop the pawn there. And then at this point, I play something sneaky. My sneaky move is to try to get the back rank. Because I sacrifice this pawn, because if he takes, I can get this pawn, and then there's a back rank threat, so that knight can't move. So he sees it. He moves the knight instead. I say, okay, let's just get this pawn out of the way and continue the back rank threat. And he ends up defending it while also attacking my knight, which prompts me to move that out of the way and attack his other pawn. He takes, and then basically I can open up the back rank again while attacking his rook, which is pretty nice. I guess another way I could have done it is trade it off. Oh. Yeah, that's another way to do it too. Basically, I threaten the rook. I guess going this way is pretty much the same thing. It's just a bait, because if he takes, then I got the back rank. He basically has to immediately run to the back rank, or he has to run to the back rank because this threatens the rook, and then I could take, which could kind of mess up his structure. But that ends up looking kind of drawish, and I think this actually increases my chances because I have these two connected passers. And at this point I'm thinking, let's just trade off the rooks and just run those two pawns up. He gets that, and then here we go. It's a race. I push that, and that ends up being okay. He blocks quite easily, and I can't really make that much more progress. The alternative was like go here, and then after this, try to push this pawn, because then if takes, takes. Otherwise, if takes, then I'm queening. So maybe actually that was a stronger move than trying to get to rush my king over. But then I switch gears. Over to the queen side and just figure out how I can get. Let's see if there's a more efficient way to do this. I wonder if it was drawn. It looked kind of drawn at one point because we were starting to repeat, but then I think pushing this pawn ended up being a big difference maker. Pushing this pawn ended up being very important too, because it ended up being the thing that was able to take the knight and push it forward. But yeah, this move was my tactical brilliance, my endgame brilliance. I don't know how I found it, but after takes, I'm winning. Nothing he can do. So, good game, Osama. Let's see what actually happened in this game. Computer analysis. He did not request one. Yeah, I'm pretty curious about this endgame because I feel like it was totally drawn, and he somehow messed up. Oh wow. Now he's completely winning. But who knew? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. That is so subtle. By taking, he lost the game. If he had not taken, he would have won the game. But how in the world do you find a move like that? But I guess, yeah, that's right. He could just come here. And then if I try to threaten it, what if he does this? Oh, wow, that's losing too. Oh. Interesting. I guess there's just no way to make progress, right? What if I go up here? Yeah, takes, and then now no one's making progress. Takes. Yeah, this is a case where... Really? Oh, wow, yeah, he just gains the opposition and there's nothing I can do. Probably could have figured that out. Okay, let's go back to... Okay, it's still analyzing. I do want to see what happened here. What? How is that winning for white? So I push this. it recommends knight up there, but I don't see how to make progress there. So after this, we drop this back. Oh, wow. The knight falls. And I guess the question is, can he win? Yeah, he's gonna win. Wow. Crazy. Endgames are crazy. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. Looks like there's a lot of back and forth. Oh, white has that temporary advantage because of the... Yeah, let's see. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Drops back. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Develop, develop. Oh, I guess threaten the fork. Threaten the fork is good. I'm not really sure. Whoa. Never mind. Don't threaten the fork. Castles is actually okay. Oh. I didn't see that. Yeah, that's kind of nice. The move ordering works out so that I can just win a pawn here. But no, I blunder. Yep, that's a blunder. Takes. Doesn't like that too much, but takes. And then castle just gives it right back. Wow. Really? Okay, it doesn't like that too much, but yeah, I was thinking about this some more. Yeah, there's no really good way for him to... He's going to lose this material. Very interesting. Okay, so king over, not too hot. At this point, this I should take, but I don't, and that's fine. Drops this in, should still take. I don't, because I'm going after this, and that's fine. After takes, he jumps in here, and that is a mistake. That is a mistake. I wonder if it's because it sees the forcing combination. Yep, the entire way. I saw the whole combination. Wow, I'm very proud of myself there. Because, yeah, once that knight jumps in, it never has time to get away. Ooh, I was thinking of this move too. It seems like the same effect, though. But, yeah, we get it. And now we're up 2 pawns. I see. It just wants me to push that pawn up. But he gets the pawn back. Oh, wow. Oh, no. Yeah. At this point, okay, the recommended move is to get the king out. Doesn't do it. So I push. Obviously, this would be mate in 2. But he comes back here, which doesn't seem like too strong a move. Okay, that was a good move by me. Takes, has to come up. Now it likes, okay. Oh, this is okay. It's okay with this move, actually. Push. Yeah, this is where I'm trying to see. I'm losing my edge here. Okay, yeah, it never actually says... Yeah, this is what I was wondering is, could I have come here, followed by this, followed by this? Still winning, because, like, I guess takes automatically losing. Takes would be more losing. So it was worth a try, but oh wow, that's a draw. I don't understand these, so I'm not even going to pretend to try. Okay, it likes that. Go for the pawn. Yeah, I gave that knight actually too much time to try to come back. Oh, I guess I did all the right things anyways. Interesting. Why that? Why is that move so strong? I see. It lets this pawn get involved and do something. I guess all the pawns need to do something. Not two squares, but only one square. That's the key. I don't know. Very interesting. So that's a blunder for me. But it says, I think he's basically saying ignore the pawn. Just come here. I grab the pawn. Comes in again. Why not just take? Oh, I can't because the knight's there. Comes back. Completely drawn after that. Who knows why? Apparently advancing pawns is bad. I'm losing now, interestingly, because he can push my king away from protecting my knight, but he misses it, thankfully. I find my way in here. And there's the move. And I win after that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Great. Okay, pretty interesting game. Came back from a little bit of a hole and even almost blew the whole thing at the end. Oh, endgames are scary, but managed to pull the victory out in this one. So, good game, Osama633, and maybe we'll play one more tonight. Until next time, friends. Thanks.